I escaped my abusive stepfather through a basement window at 13, but the judge at my custody hearing was his college roommate who sent me back until his own daughter secretly recorded him taking bribes for custody cases and federal marshals arrested him during his weekly poker game. So I finally got justice and my stepfather got 15 years while I now help other kids document their abuse in the school library. I ran away when I was 13 and never looked back. My stepfather's punishment room was the basement storage area with concrete floors, no heat, and that musty smell of old boxes. That night, I'd broken his rule about doing homework after 9 p.m. I had a test the next day. I thought I was being careful. My desk lamp was almost off when I felt his hand grab my shoulder. What part of lights out at 9 don't you understand? His voice was quiet. That's what always scared me most. He never raised his voice. I have a chemistry test, I whispered, already knowing it wouldn't matter. 3 days, no food, he said, squeezing my shoulder until I winced. Maybe then you'll learn to manage your time better. He walked me to the basement and made me watch as he took my textbook and ripped out pages one by one. Clean that up tomorrow, he said, pushing me down the stairs and locking the door. This wasn't new. What was new was the small window I'd been working on for weeks. I'd been loosening the screws since the day he threw my mom down these same stairs, and she still told the neighbors she tripped. I knew then that nobody was going to help us. I waited until 3 a.m., listening for his breathing machine. Mom would be knocked out on her anxiety meds by now, her own way of coping. I pushed the window frame and felt it give way. Every creak made my heart pound. It was barely wide enough for my body. I pushed through, holding just my school backpack. Inside were clothes, my birth certificate I'd taken from Mom's filing cabinet, and the $280 I'd saved from tutoring kids at the library. Mrs. Tanaka paid me cash and never mentioned the bruises on my arms. I didn't go to any classmate's house since that would be too obvious. Instead, I went to school and found the broken gate behind the gym. I crawled into the equipment shed. I'd hidden a sleeping bag there the week before, just in case. For 2 weeks, I lived like this. I got to school before the janitors, washed up in the athletic locker room, went to all my classes, tutored more kids, found places to sleep. I kept my grades perfect, stayed invisible. Nobody noticed. That's the thing about being the smart, quiet kid. Teachers assume you're fine as long as your homework's turned in. Then came the Amber Alert, my face on everyone's phones during English class. I kept my head down, pretending to read my novel, Missing Child, Possible Abduction. That night, my stepfather was on the local news with his arm around my mother, who looked empty standing next to him. Please, he said, his voice breaking perfectly. Please bring our son home. We just want him safe. The same man who dislocated my shoulder, teaching me proper form in Little League. The same man who made our dog sleep outside in winter until it froze to death. The next day was worse. Kids were studying their phones and then scanning faces in the hallway. I wore my hoodie up, ate lunch in the bathroom, kept walking. The librarian, Mrs. Nakamura, caught me dozing in the biography section during my study period. I was tucked behind the tall shelves, but she was reshelving books. I saw it in her face when she recognized me. She didn't say anything, just turned around. I started packing up, ready to run, but she came back. Kenji, she said softly, come to my office, please. I followed her, already planning which exit to use. She closed the door and lowered the blinds. Everyone's looking for you, she said gently. I nodded. Are you safe at home? She asked, studying my face. I almost lied. Then slowly, I rolled up my sleeves and showed her the round scars on my forearms from where he put out cigarettes